Sean Hernandez. I'm the person who directed the production that you're about to see. Before I forget, actually here's some fun for you now. If you will just please make sure that your phones are silent. It's very distracting to the people around you and to the actors if the phone goes off in the middle of the place. I'd ask you to please do that. Thanks. I want to welcome you to The Outsider. It's a riveting drama about teenage trauma. Oh, that's The Outsider. This is The Outsider. It's well, you'll see what it is. It's a comedy about politics. Imagine that we need that. If you need to use the restrooms, they are right through that hallway under the clock on the right-hand side. The show runs about 2 hours and 15 minutes. There's a 10-minute intermission in the middle of the show, so the whole after that, we're grateful. We want to thank the Lauderdale by the Sea community for helping support this. As you can see, this is a pretty elaborate production. We're really happy with the set. These productions can get a little bit expensive, so in addition to buying tickets, if you could support us by making donations, we'd appreciate that. There's a bucket in the back that you can do that if you'd like to. If you enjoy the show, please tell your friends. We really rely a lot on word-of-mouth advertising, so I think you will enjoy it. So I hope you will tell your friends. We're running this weekend and next weekend, and that's it. So it's going to be a quick opportunity to see this show. There will be some upcoming short productions in early 2025 by the Lauderdale by the Sea players, so be on the lookout for that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy The Outsider.
Good evening. This is Rachel Parsons from Channel 3 with breaking news. Governor Larry Clark has resigned. Clark stepped down tonight from the state's top political job after it was revealed he slept with the first runner-up in the Miss Maple Syrup beauty pageant. The contestant, Anita Butterworth, admitted to the sexual liaison with the governor after learning Clark was married. Neither Clark nor his wife could be reached for comment. Lieutenant Governor Ned Newley will take over as the state's new governor tomorrow morning. Channel 3 will broadcast the swearing-in ceremony live. Here at Channel 3, we target the truth. This is Rachel Parsons. We now return to our regular program.
Here, in here.
Paige.
Listen to me, Dave. This is simple. If we're trying to convince people the man is the governor, if we want him to look like a governor, we put him in the governor's office. That's politics 101. In fact, even better, we put him behind the governor's desk. Am I right?
Paige!
Have you ever seen a more governor's desk-looking desk than this desk? No, it's perfect. We do the interview right here.
Oh, right. Except for the part where we're not doing an interview.
We're doing an interview, Dave.
I can't put him on television again today.
Okay, but you have to put him back on television again today.
I can't, not again.
I hear what you're saying.
Good.
You're saying because the swearing-in ceremony didn't go well this morning.
Can we not talk about the swearing-in ceremony?
Why would we not talk about the swearing-in ceremony?
Can we not talk about why we're not talking about the swearing-in ceremony?
Dave, I think you asked me here for my advice.
I asked you here because no one else is here. I'm the chief of staff who's got no staff.
Why does he have no staff?
Because up until 3 hours ago, the governor, he was the lieutenant governor. And, well, when he was lieutenant governor, I was his only staff because...
Lieutenant governors don't do anything.
Well, that's not entirely true. Well, although it is mostly the job description. Until Larry Clark, that idiot, was forced to resign as governor because...
Because he had sex with the runner-up of the beauty pageant.
Look at that idiot!
Do you think it was the infidelity that people objected to? Or the fact that he didn't sleep with the winner?
It was the fact that he lied about it. And then he got everybody around him to lie about it. So when the truth came out, he was forced to quit. Everyone around him was forced to quit. So now my boss is the governor of the state.
And he has no staff.
He has no staff. I need a team. I need a plan.
You need a pen?
Yes, I need a pen. Oh. I don't think Larry Clark's ever worked in this office. He only has in here soy sauce and plastic forks. You know, Paige, it was never supposed to be like this. Ned Newley was never supposed to be governor. Oh, and I was never supposed to be the governor's chief of staff. I'll be honest with you, I've been in politics since college. I've always worked for the guy who loses. I always worked for the honest, stand-up guy who has absolutely zero chance of ever getting elected. I don't have success in it. Success, I don't have any experience in that. I asked you here today because, well, when we worked together on the
McMartin campaign.
You were great on that campaign.
Oh,
You were. Your polling was incredibly accurate, and, well, you were the smartest person on the whole team.
well, thanks. Funny, I always had the impression you didn't like me.
No, it's just that, well, you and I approach politics a little differently. But every time we had a disagreement,
I was always right.
you were always right.
So you hired me to help with the politics part,
Yes.
to give political advice to Ned Newley. To Governor Ned Newley. I gotta admit, it feels pretty swanky being on the governor's staff. Speaking of which, am I the whole staff?
No, I called Human Resources. They're sending over a temp.
Oh, so you, me, and a temp. Is this part of your not good at success thing?
Well, no, I just thought for today we'd keep things small. Just because, Ned is... Have you met Ned?
No.
Well, Ned, he's uncomfortable with a lot of people around.
What does that mean?
Well, he's a quiet guy. He likes things quiet. He works best by himself mostly.
This is the man who just became governor.
No, trust me, he's perfect for the job. He's incredibly smart, and he knows government better than anybody I know. When you get to know him, you're gonna love him.
I'm gonna love him? Oh God. Oh, now I remember. Now I remember why we didn't work well together. You're the guy who admires the guy. You're the guy who says, hey, our candidate, I like him. I vote for him, so let's not worry about how the politics are going or what the polls are saying or what a disaster his swearing-in ceremony was.
Okay, we weren't going to...
No, Dave, we're talking about the swearing-in.
It was 5 minutes on local television at 8 o'clock in the morning. Who even saw it?
The swearing-in?
Yes.
It's online.
Well, yeah, but who's gonna go in?
I've watched it like 9 times. I've shared it on Facebook.
What? Why would you?
Because it's that kind of video, Dave, the kind you have to watch.
Ned taking the oath of office?
Yes, Dave. Ned Newley taking the oath of office is the most amazingly, excruciatingly, painful 5 minutes of live television I have ever seen. This is the man who just became governor in his first appearance on TV, and all he has to do is repeat back what the judge said.
Yeah?
Just repeat the words.
I don't need to.
But instead,
I don't need to relive
he
this.
just stands there with this look of fear in his eyes, this look of absolute terror frozen on his face,
Paige!
and does nothing for 5 minutes but tremble uncontrollably from head to toe. Oh, God, I mean, it is impressive, Dave.
See, I didn't get that much enjoyment from it.
Honestly, in the history of politicians failing on TV, you can't do better than Ned Newley being sworn in. If he was sworn in. I mean, can he claim to have taken an oath of office if he didn't say anything?
Oh, he said something.
He didn't say anything. He was just making noises.
No, right at the end, where he's supposed to say, so help me God, I definitely heard the words, help me.
I'm not sure that makes him governor.
He's just not comfortable around people and cameras.
So, politics was a good career choice.
No, Ned, he was an amazing lieutenant governor.
Because lieutenant governors don't do anything.
That's exactly the point. Ned did everything. Larry Clark, he's as vacant as he looks. Every good idea was Ned's. His education policy, his energy policy, his annual budgets, it was all Ned's idea. I mean, it was all Ned. Trust me, he's ready for this job.
Is he?
Yes.
Well, then you have to get him back on television again today.
I can't make him do that, Paige.
Dave, there's a reason you hired me. You hated me the last time we worked together.
I didn't hate.
Yeah, you kind of did. But you know I know politics. You knew I could tell you what happens next, which is this. There are two political parties, right? And the other guys, the guys who don't want Ned to be governor, they now have a video of him mumbling and trembling for 5 minutes straight. And they're going to use that video to get him kicked out of office. Or they're going to call for a special election to replace the governor in 6 weeks. And I'm not telling you that Ned won't win a special election. I'm telling you he won't even get to run, because not even his own party will want Governor Mumbles as their candidate. So, if you want him to keep his job, you have to undo this. You have to get him back on TV today talking. Well, not a speech, just 5 minutes of him on camera. He can do that, right?
Well,
Yeah, see, this is why you didn't work well together last time.
I know you're right, Paige.
Good, because I am right. So, we got a plan. Now for the good news. Do you know the name Arthur Vance?
Yeah, that young political genius who was on CNN every election.
Exactly. I got a phone call from him this morning.
How do you know Arthur Vance?
I don't. He called me out of the blue. Well, somebody I worked for saw the video I posted, Ned swearing in. She shared it with Arthur Vance, and all of a sudden he's calling me to say he'd like to help Ned out. Like he basically wants to be a political advisor to Ned Newley.
Arthur Vance?
Yes!
Wasn't he like
Yes!
a campaign manager and personal advisor?
Yeah, to the last president and 2 of the most powerful senators. And now he wants to work for Ned Newley, like really wants to work for him. I mean, you should have heard him on the phone. He said he was in Boston for some reason, sees this video, clicks on it, and the moment he saw Ned, he said it was like he had to work with him. I mean, he checked out of his hotel, bought a plane ticket, and called me from the airport.
He's coming here?
Yes! This is what I'm telling you. Oh, some kind of godsend. I mean, I don't know, maybe politics is so crazy now that if you're someone like him, you're desperate for something different, something...
Genuine?
Sure. All I know is Arthur Vance sees potential in this guy. Well, he's already got me doing polling on him. Questions about competency, likability. I mean, I think he's got plans for him, like national plans. I mean, the man's got connections. If he wanted to, he could turn Ned Newley into a political superstar.
I'm not sure how Ned's going to react to having a political advisor who's worked in the White House. That's way outside his comfort zone.
Dave, here's the thing. You can either keep Ned in his comfort zone or you can keep him in his job. Where is he, anyway? Is he hiding?
He's still in his old office downstairs. He likes to work there. It's small, quiet, very little light.
You need to get him out of his cave, Dave.
Right.
And tell him Arthur Vance is coming to save his career.
Hey there. Hi. How are ya? Hi, my name's Louise Peaks.
Oh, Miss Peaks from the temp agency.
And you are?
Dave Riley.
Dave Riley. Nice to meet you, Dave.
The Human Resources called to say you were coming.
Oh yeah, happy to help out. I think you guys are a little bit short-staffed. And oh, hi there, Louise Peaks.
Paige Caldwell.
Paige, pleasure to meet you. Paige and Steve.
Dave.
Dave. Right. Sorry, I'm not always great with names right off the bat, but I got it now. Dave. So tell me, what do you need me to do? I think they told me that I am the assistant executive governor. No, that doesn't sound right, does it?
No. You're going to be the governor's executive assistant.
See, these titles have too many words in it, you know? So what is it? Executive governor?
Executive assistant.
Oh, executive assistant governor.
You're not a governor.
I'm the assistant governor.
Oh, you're a.
Okay, you know what? Let's not worry about my job title right now, okay? I'm just a temp. You just tell me what you need me to do, and I'll get to work, okay?
Great, thanks. What I need you to do mostly is sit out in the reception area.
Perfect.
You got a desk out there.
Oh, excellent.
Answer the phone and greet people when they come in the door.
And the phone system here looks pretty straightforward.
Yes, they're pretty standard phones.
Has the usual buttons. I guess you can put people on hold and transfer calls.
Yes, they're pretty standard.
Just to let you know, phones are not my strongest area. But I will figure it out. Don't you worry. This is what I learned being a temp. You're always finding yourself in a new situation, in a job that you've never done before, that you don't know how to do. But then you realize, hey, how hard can it be, you know, okay? Right?
Just to be clear, you have done a job like this before.
Very likely not. But listen, this is what I do. Every day I'm in a new office, and they say, okay, here's the job. And I say, okay, first time doing this. And at the end of the day, they're like, okay, good news, we don't need you here back tomorrow. And then I'm off to the next place. I have more experience than anyone working somewhere where I have no experience. So don't you worry about me. I'm going to be at that phone, at that desk, figuring it out. And if you need anything else, you just let me know, okay? Oh, coffee?
Oh, actually, yeah, that sounds great.
No, I'm sorry. I was asking where I could get some coffee.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Okay, nice to meet you both. Time to get back to work. Okay.
well, she's a keeper, Dave. I mean, if you're only hiring one person, you've got to make it count.
Well, I mean, they did tell me I was calling at the very last minute. They told me that any temp I get wouldn't be the best.
And she is not. She is definitely not the best.
Well, if I send her back, do I get somebody worse?
I think that's literally impossible.
But I need to call Human Resources. Oh, first, I gotta find Ned.
Well, hey, is there... Well, she said the word coffee, and now all I can think about is coffee.
Yeah, there's a whole setup right next to her desk.
Well, that explains why she couldn't find it.
What do we got here? We got the movement and let me look at some things here. All right. Carry one now.
Oh, Governor Newman. Governor Newman? I don't mean to interrupt you. Governor Newley? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm Paige Caldwell. I'm going to be working for you. Oh, maybe I'll just step outside for a second. Maybe it's just better if I'm sorry. Oh, God, Dave!
Oh, hey.
I think I frightened him.
Um,
You know, it's fine.
it's not
I'll
your fault.
just step outside for a
my God, I didn't know she was in the room. I was just trying to pick up the chair. She said, I was so good. I couldn't even speak.
It's fine.
Oh, God.
You're fine.
This whole day,
It has.
hasn't it?
It has.
This whole I was just hoping to sneak in here when no one was looking.
Ned, you don't have to sneak in. It's your office.
I just want to get to work on the budget.
Good. Did you see the proposal the General Assembly sent over?
Oh, yeah, I looked at it. And golly, Dave, those people are idiots.
Yeah?
Look at this. They're completely ignoring the fact there's a massive reduction in federal funding for schools. Our state's going to get $23 million less this year, which is the equivalent of what? 460 full-time teaching salaries, right?
Sure.
You overlook detail like that, and suddenly 18,400 of our students don't have a teacher.
Is that right?
Yeah. And this is your education plan. And meanwhile, look, they're almost doubling government subsidies for all these dairy farms.
Uh-huh.
If I sign this budget, I'm going to end up with a state full of uneducated children and really rich cows.
I don't think the money goes to the cows.
This whole thing's a mess, Dave.
I see that.
I really need to work on this.
I agree.
I need to just work on this and not do anything else, like public speaking or appearing on television ever again in my life, okay?
Ed?
I'm supposed to say yes, Dave.
Well, no.
As my chief of staff, I'm supposed to say yes to whatever I ask.
I don't think that's in the job description.
Can I make it the job description?
Ned, I want you to work on the budget.
Okay, good.
I want you to work on all the important things. Policy, legislation, doing your job. You remember last night when we were watching TV and, well, we realized that you might become governor?
And I started to cry.
Yeah, and I said, if this happens, you and I are probably going to have to spend a lot more time thinking about politics.
Oh, God.
I know you hate campaigning,
Oh,
working the crowd, giving speeches.
oh, God.
I know you hate that stuff.
It's not just that I hate it, Dave. I can't do that. I'm not built that way.
Nick, you've won 2 elections before.
Yeah, but I told you, when I ran for state treasurer, people only voted for me because I looked like a treasurer. And when Larry Clark ran for governor, he picked me as his running mate because, Larry is so charismatic, they wanted someone extremely dull just to balance the ticket.
I don't think that's true.
No, it is. He told me.
He told you that?
Yeah, the campaign did a poll. 66% of the respondents said Larry was the kind of guy that he'd like to have a beer with. 70% said they were wondering if I would drive them home from the bar.
I don't even know what that means.
It means I'm the boring guy.
No, it means you're the guy they trust with the car.
Only because I'm not drinking.
And the guy who's so drunk he can't drive?
Yeah, they want him to be governor. That's why politics frightens me.
It frightens me too. But we have to figure this out. We have to. Because if we don't, they're going to kick you out. There's something called a special election.
Yeah,
Do you know what that is?
yeah. An election is something I would lose, but a special election is special because I lose it a lot faster.
Ned, and if you only are governor for 6 weeks, you don't get to rewrite the budget. And you know what happens then? The person who replaces you will sign that thing exactly as it is, and will end up with a state full of uneducated children.
And really rich cows.
Do you want that to happen?
No.
Do you want to lose this job?
No, I don't.
Good. All right, I've got good news for you. Have you heard of the name Arthur Vance?
Arthur Vance?
Yeah.
The guy who's on CNN every election day?
Exactly.
The political guru?
Yep,
Who's been an advisor to the last president and 2 of the most powerful U.S. senators?
roughly.
Yeah, of course I've heard of him.
Well, he's coming here. He wants to work for you. He wants to help you figure out politics.
Arthur Vance
Yeah,
is coming here to work for me.
yes.
Why?
Well, he saw your swearing-in ceremony, and, well, he thinks you've got potential as a politician on a national level. He thinks he can turn you into a political superstar.
That's unbelievable.
I know.
I mean, I don't believe it.
I know.
I mean, I think you're lying to me.
I'm not lying to you. Paige talked to him on the phone.
Who's Paige?
The woman that was in here earlier, she's the poster I told you about.
So let's talk to Dr. Vance and figure out how to keep me here.
Yes, please.
Okay.
All right, I'll go get Paige.
Hi there. Hi, Louise Peaks.
Yes.
Hi. Just wanted to give you an update from the reception area. Oh, I don't think that we've met yet.
Ms. Peaks.
Hi, Louise Peaks.
Ms. Peaks, I wouldn't.
And your name is?
Ned. I'm Ned.
Oh,
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Ned.
Nice to meet you, Louise.
Ms. Peaks.
Yes.
This is the governor.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
It's pretty dumb of me.
No.
you're the guy I'm working for.
No, I see. I mean, I've only been governor for a few hours.
Oh, it doesn't mean you're not the governor. The job I've only had for a few hours. You know, just because it's your first day doesn't mean that you shouldn't feel confident in what you're doing.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't know what you're doing, I don't know what I'm doing. But that doesn't mean I'm not a valuable employee.
Well, technically, you're not.
Well, you know what? There's nothing to say that you can't be governor. I think you could be governor. What do you think?
Actually, I agree.
See? Everybody here thinks you're doing great. Okay?
okay.
Okay. Glad that we cleared that up. So glad we cleared that up, Ted.
Ned.
Yeah, names. I'm not great with the
That's
boys.
all right.
Yeah, but I keep working on them until I get them right. Which reminds me, I am very close to figuring out the phones at my desk. I'm not quite answering it yet, but I'm getting comfortable just letting it ring. On the upside, at least we know that I was able to talk to you on the phone earlier on the intercom.
What? When?
When I buzzed you. When we spoke. On the intercom. That wasn't you?
No.
Oh, okay. That's why you sounded French. Huh. So we did talk about Mr. Pants,
Who?
the man who's coming to see the governor.
Actually, Vance. You mean Mr. Vance.
Could be. Well, his first name is Martha.
Arthur.
He flew in here from Austin,
Boston.
which is the one in Mississippi.
Massachusetts.
Okay. Let's just start all over again.
Please.
He's working with the woman that was in here earlier,
Oh, yes.
who does upholstery.
Or maybe polling?
Well, she's an upholsterer.
I think she's a pollster.
Upholsterer.
Upholster.
Upholsterer.
A pollster.
Her.
Why don't you show him in?
Okay, good idea. Nice to meet you, Governor.
Nice to meet you, Louise.
Happy to be on your team.
I'm sorry, Ned. Obviously, I'm having her replaced.
Oh, I like her.
What? When?
She's got confidence.
I don't think confidence is a thing she should have.
Governor,
Yes, Louise?
Martha Pants.
Man, here I am at last, in the room with the man who called to me this morning like a siren, who spoke to me through the screen in my laptop and said, Arthur Vance, whatever plans you have for this week, for this year, forget them. They can wait. The whole world can wait. There's only one thing for you now, one purpose, and its name is Ned Newley.
Huh?
I don't speak. I just need you to be real. All morning I've been traveling just to shake your hand, and it's thrilling. It's intoxicating. And this must be Dave, yes?
Yes, sir.
I already like you, Dave, because you're the guy who believes in that guy. Oh, and then there's Miss Caldwell. Do you guys even realize what a talent she is? And she's the first person you hired?
I'm the only person he hired.
I'm gonna say that counts. You gentlemen aren't gonna believe the number she was just showing me. Ned, Newley, honestly, you have no idea what a fortunate man you are. You have no idea how of the moment this moment is, Governor, your moment. Until today, you were a common man, a nobody, content to be a nobody. And then, because some clown named Clark couldn't keep his Johnson in his trousers, suddenly you're the governor. And you say to yourself, I'm not sure I'm up for this. That sound about right? Exactly. And then you stand up in front of those cameras with the whole world watching and you say, War, I'm not sure I'm up for this.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you,
I'm not being critical, Dave. I'm just telling you what America saw. Paige?
Among those viewing the swearing in, 26% said Ned looked a little unprepared to be governor.
okay.
37% said he looked extremely unprepared to be governor. And another 14% said he looked absolutely, totally unprepared to be governor.
Absolutely, totally.
Those were younger viewers.
Altogether, that's 77%.
But wait, 77% of what number? How many people in the state saw that video?
Oh, this isn't just in this state, Dave. This is national. What's the current tally on YouTube?
YouTube?
900,000 views.
900,000?
Woo, boy!
How did it get on YouTube?
I posted it back in Boston. Then I made a few calls, got folks at CNN talking about it, and Fox News,
MSNBC.
Al Jazeera.
Al Jazeera?
Plus, for the last 40 minutes, Ned Dooley has been trending on Twitter.
I don't even know what that means.
You're a popular man, Governor.
Popular? You just said that 77% of people said that Ned's unqualified to be governor.
Unprepared to be governor. Unqualified got 81%.
Those are impressive numbers.
Impressive in how horrible they are? Why are you telling me this? And why are you happy about bad news?
Bad news. This is great news.
That the 3/4 of America thinks that Ned's unprepared to do his job?
Yes, Dave. Look, I'm sorry if I'm the one to break it to you, but times have changed. Unprepared is where it's at. Unqualified is the new qualified. People today are looking for a new kind of leader. Not a career politician stagnated by years of experience, but a common man whose head is not clouded by too much knowledge. A humble citizen blissfully unaware of how government works or even what its purpose is. In other words, someone absolutely, totally unprepared for elected office. And this morning, at a gloriously horrible swearing-in ceremony, America found that man, Ned Dooley.
But that's not all who Ned is. Ned is, he knows more about government than anybody.
Yes, but he doesn't look like he does, Dave. Politics is a visual medium, all right? People vote for leaders who look like idiots, but Ned's a new phenomenon. A leader who looks like an idiot.
Are you saying he should try to look stupid?
I'm not saying he should try to, but if you know it comes naturally, Dave, I don't think you appreciate the gift you've been given here. If the most competent candidate is the one who loses, if experience is a dirty word, then what are we supposed to do? Look for the worst candidate we can find? Well, guess what, Dave? We found him! So why fight this? Why not embrace it? Why not say to the world, yes, the man you saw at that swearing in, the one who lost and confused, that's your new governor. A very simple man. Maybe a touch slow.
No!
Not a deep thinker, not a big talker.
Not a big talker, no.
Not a talker at all. Doesn't understand that bill he's supporting or the law he just signed.
This isn't, no, we are not.
Isn't gonna give any big speeches. Isn't gonna give any speeches.
Mr. Vance, we are not doing
What
this.
was that about not giving speeches?
Just a humble guy who comes to work every day and tries to do his job.
That sounds nice.
Ned, no, don't listen to this.
Do you know the most common word voters use today to describe your ideal candidate?
Real.
Yes, my God, she's good.
It's the one word I hear in every campaign. People say they are looking for someone who's real.
Someone who's real. And this morning I saw you, a man untarnished by artifice or political skill or personality, and I thought, my God, this is the man. Let me work with this guy, and I will not only stop him from being thrown out of office, I will not only put an end to all this special election nonsense, I will transform Ned Dooley into the most popular politician in the United States of America. How do you like the sound of that? That is happy face?
No.
Does he have a happy face?
Mr. Vance, look, I get it. You know, Ned is, well, not Ned actually is knowledgeable, sincere. That's not popular. But that just means what is popular is really scary. So if you think you can get people to choose Ned for the reasons that they should choose Ned, well, great. But if your plan is to sell him as some kind of an idiot, and that may be what the voters want to hear, but I don't
Do you think it'll work?
exactly, it's not even going to work.
No, I'm asking Mr. Vance.
What the?
Do you think it'll work? Do you think people will believe I'm not that bright?
There's not a doubt in my mind.
What if you think I'm stupid? Will they still support my ideas?
This is what we've learned, Ned. If they like you, they'll support whatever comes out of your mouth. And they already like you. Paige?
When asked if they would invite you to their backyard barbecue, 64% of respondents said yes, provided you stayed clear of the open flames.
Ned, you can't agree to this.
Why not? Well, I mean, why not? For 2 years, we let people think a nincompoop named Larry Clark was running the government. Why is it wrong to let them think it's a nincompoop named Ned Newley?
A nincompoop named Ned Newley. Is that too long for a hashtag?
I think this is just brilliant.
Paige, honestly, please tell me you don't think this is completely insane.
I just told you I think it's brilliant.
What?
Why should we keep letting the real idiots win? You want him to stay in office, right? And you were afraid of putting him back on television.
Wait, is there any way I could not go on television?
Governor, I know an interview sounds frightening, but this time you don't have to be afraid of looking bad on camera. This time, the whole point is to look bad on camera.
Exactly. Now, I've got a friend who's a local director at Channel 3, and he's sending someone over here at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Wait, when did you start scheduling media appearances for the governor?
Somebody has to. You know, somebody's got to do something to keep him in office.
I'm not going to allow this. I can't allow this.
It's not up to you, Dave. It's up to the governor. It's your call, sir. What do you say?
Ned!
Should we give it a shot?
Ned!
Part of me really doesn't want to, but I don't know. Sometimes I just rumble and walk around, and I don't know. I didn't really make a hard decision, so.
Is that a yes? Or?
Yes, or pretty close to a yes.
Let's get to work. Paige, I want you to set up focus groups all across the state.
I'm on it.
I want us watching the people while they're watching the interview. Get their reactions in real time. Governor, you, me, and Dave are gonna get you. We're gonna do a little rehearsing. Get you comfortable with Ned Newley, simple man. Who am I kidding? You're already there. I'll tell you something, my friend. I spent a lot of days thinking maybe it was time for me to get out of the game. Challenges were very few, you know. But deep down, I had a hope that somewhere out there was a candidate who could inspire me once again. An unknown, a fresh face, the new face of American politics.
That doesn't sound like my face.
No, that's the face, Governor. That is the face of a winner. Fix that chair.
Okay, Ned, this is just for practice. Now, the TV crew, they'll bring their own equipment. You know, Arthur just wants you to get comfortable with the camera.
It's not the camera I'm afraid of, you know.
I know.
It's not the piece of equipment that makes me uncomfortable. I mean, it's just sitting there looking at me. I mean, it's not really looking at me, it's inanimate. I mean, it's not even on.
Actually, it is.
Oh, God!
Ned, just ignore the camera.
You still think this interview's a bad idea, don't you?
Yes, I do, but I don't have any better ideas. And, you know, I just want you to keep this job. You know, And I was the one that thought that maybe Arthur Vance was the guy to make it happen.
I think he can,
Well, the guy seems to know politics.
in a way that you and I can't even begin to understand. I mean, when you're getting advice from a guy like that, it's like that quote from Tennyson, ours is not to reason why, ours is but to do and die.
Right, but that comes from a poem where everyone dies.
Hey there, hi.
Oh boy.
Louise Peaks.
Yes, I remember your name.
Okay, good job. Hi there, how you doing?
Ned!
Ned, nice to see you, Ned. Just wanted to let you know that I got the note that you left at my desk.
Okay,
Yes, a reporter from Channel 1 will be here at 3 o'clock.
a reporter from Channel 3 at 1 o'clock?
Okay. Are those two different reporters or?
No, they're the same reporter at 1 o'clock, which is in 20 minutes. I just need you to let me know when she arrives.
Just let me know when she gets here?
Yes,
That's it?
that's it.
I can do that.
Oh, great!
That's easy.
Fantastic.
I just had one other question I wanted to ask you.
Yes?
There's a bowl of candies out on the coffee table out there. Would it be okay if I took some?
Yes.
Oh, here. Would it be okay if I had some before I asked?
Yes.
Yes.
Just ignore the camera and pretend like nothing. You just need to just talk like yourself.
Would it be okay if there's no more candies in the bowl? And a follow-up question, where do you keep the candies?
Oh, can we work on that later?
Absolutely. I'll keep an eye out for the lady from Channel 1 at
3
3 o'clock.
at
Right.
1 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
You still want her working here, Ned?
She's got great energy.
Yeah, because she ate all the candy.
All right, folks, let's do some rehearsing. We got our camera set up here. Excellent. Thank you for that, Dave.
Sure.
Governor, I'll be playing the reporter from Channel 3.
Right, Rachel.
Rachel Parsons.
And let's have Miss Parsons sit here. And over there on the sofa, perfectly placed in the loneliest position in the room, is Governor Ned Newley. Why don't you say something for the camera, Governor?
I can't think of anything to say.
Words never before heard from the lips of a politician. You're so good at this.
I am?
Ned, you're going to do fine. You're going to be great.
And meanwhile, Dave's going to remember to stay out of the shot.
Stay out of the shot.
That's all right. I'm just getting the hang of things. Paige, why don't you just start us off?
Governor, I'm just going to ask you a question, and you just respond, okay? Don't think about the camera or anyone else in the room. Just listen to my question and respond.
Okay.
Governor Newley, this is your first day on the job. What would you say is your top priority coming into office?
Well, I would say, addressing the issue of decreased Medicare reimbursements,
Oh, wow.
which is resulting in more and more doctors leaving the program. In our state alone, the estimate is more than 36% of physicians will stop accepting Medicare payments,
Oh, okay.
while the number of Medicare patients is expected to increase to over 90.
Okay, no.
Oh, sorry. Was I too mumbly?
No, not too mumbly.
Ned, I thought that was great. That was the perfect answer. And the way those numbers just came out.
Dave?
Right. Stay out of the shot. Stay out of the shot.
Okay, that was, and I don't mean this as a compliment, eloquent
Oh.
and smart and detailed and,
Oh, sorry.
none of the things we're looking for here.
Right.
The Ned we want to see is the Ned America fell in love with this morning.
Right.
Hey, don't feel bad. Happens to everyone. You let your guard down, you get comfortable, you start,
Quoting Medicare statistics accurately from memory.
Dave.
Well, I'm just saying, who doesn't?
Dave! Here's the thing, Governor, and I've been teaching this lesson for years. When a reporter asks you a question, giving the right answer, that's hard. Giving the wrong answer, that's worse. So the safest path is not to give any answer at all.
You mean don't speak?
No. You speak, but you don't answer. Here, allow me to demonstrate. What I have in here are 4 index cards numbered 1 through 4. And all I've done is I've written a simple phrase on each card. what I want you to do is I want you to take card number 1 and read it out loud.
It needs fixing.
Okay, great. Now, let's go back to what you were just talking about, Medicare. But this time, when Paige asks you the question, don't answer it. Just read that card. All right? Paige.
Governor Newly, what is your position on Medicare?
It needs fixing.
Oh, God! Oh, sorry, that wasn't supposed to be out loud.
That was great, Governor.
Yeah?
Great start. Let's try another question using the same card. All right? Paige.
Governor, what are your thoughts on the budget deficit?
It needs fixing?
See? Simple. This is a simple man. And for him, every question has a simple answer. And that answer can be found on that card. Any question you're asked can be answered with that card. Do you know what a true leader is?
It needs fixing!
Oh, no.
Someone who needs fixing?
No.
Someone who needs a fix.
I'm sorry, I meant that as a rhetorical question.
Which card is that?
No, it's not. Read card number 2.
We have to find an outsider.
Okay, perfect. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take card number 1 and card number 2 and let's use them together in a question, all right? Governor, what do you think about the public school system?
It needs fixing.
Oh, fixing? How do we fix it?
We have to find an outsider.
See? Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That was easy.
doesn't it?
Does it matter that I don't know what I'm saying?
Oh, God, someone please say yes.
Of course it matters.
Well, what's an outsider?
An outsider is someone who's not on the inside. He's someone who, Paige, help me out here.
Well, let's say there's a group of people trying to solve a problem, but their ideas aren't working.
Exactly.
So they have to bring fresh ideas into the room.
From the outside
Yes.
of the room?
Well, the outside.
The outside isn't.
It's just outside.
The outside isn't.
It's outside.
Okay, let's leave what the outside is outside of. All right. The point is you. Okay, you are the outsider.
I am?
Yes.
So I have to find myself?
No. We have to. Wait. We have to find you.
Where am I?
Oh, he's right outside.
Dave.
You want me to go get him?
Let's look at card 3.
It just takes common sense.
Great. So, Governor, how do we solve the deficit?
We have to find an outsider.
No.
Or the outsider will find us.
No. I'm saying instead of using the outsider card, you could use this card.
Right. Sorry, ask me again.
Governor, how do we solve the deficit?
It just takes common sense.
Right.
To solve the budget deficit?
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with them.
Okay. Okay. Look, there's just one card left. Why don't you just read the last card?
I'm just an average guy.
Okay. Now, do you see how these 4 cards tell a story? We've got problems that need fixing, whatever they are. And we need someone new to fix them. An outsider. Someone who will just use his common sense. And then along comes you, who's just an average guy. Which is exactly what we're looking for, you see?
Yeah, I think I do, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
But, this isn't really me.
No.
This is who people think I am.
Yeah.
Are you saying I would use the average guy card to answer a question?
Absolutely. Paige?
Governor Newly. This morning, a lot of people who view the swearing-in ceremony, they think that you're unqualified to be governor. How would you respond to them?
Just an average guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? I'm just an average guy.
God, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
I'm just an average guy.
Perfect. Paige, are the focus groups good to go?
I've got 7 different groups set up across the state. While they're watching the interview, I will be monitoring their reactions right next door.
You're amazing. Go get to work.
This is gonna be good, Dave.
Is it?
Look how far he's come. Do you remember this morning when he couldn't speak to me?
Yeah, kind of missed that guy.
You wait till you see these poll results. Your governor's gonna be a hit.
I'm just average. I'm just an average guy. I'm just average. Is that what you mean by less verbatim? Let me move the words around. On average, I'm a guy.
No.
No, that can't change the meaning, does it?
Yeah.
Dave, I just got a text from Rachel Parsons. She's waiting out in the reception area.
Oh, God.
She thinks your receptionist might have forgotten to tell you.
Oh, God.
That's all right, Dave. You show her in, you get everything set up. Governor and I will go back to your office and keep working till she's ready for us. And I also got you to change your clothing in case you wanted to look a little more comfortable for the camera. How does that sound, Governor?
I don't know. I'm just an average guy.
Oh, you got this, Governor. You've got this.
Hi there. Please, Pete.
Oh, boy. Yes,
Hi, just wanted to confirm that it was you this time.
What was, what?
On the intercom.
No.
5 minutes ago,
No,
when I buzzed you.
you did not buzz.
On the intercom.
Nope. Miss Beeks, is there someone waiting to see the governor?
Yes, in fact, there are 2 people,
Oh, great.
and they are both from television station.
Oh,
One of them is a man with a camera.
oh, possibly a cameraman.
Do you want to know their names?
Do you have them written down?
No. I have written down, do you want to know their names?
Why don't you ask them if they'd like to come in?
Okay, got it. Yes,
Yes, what?
they would like to come in.
Miss Parsons. Thank you, Miss Beeks.
Oh, anytime.
That'll be all.
Happy to help.
Please leave.
Okay.
Dave Riley.
Miss Parsons.
Oh, Rachel.
I'm sorry we kept you waiting.
Oh, no, this is A.C. Peterson.
Well, how you see?
A.C.'s going to set everything up. You have an idea what you'd like us to say?
Well, we were thinking perhaps you on the chair, we can put the governor here on the couch.
That works for me. Does that work for you, A.C.? A.C. doesn't talk very much. So, Dave Riley, the new governor's chief of staff. A man I somehow have never met before. Well, what's your deal? What's your story?
Well,
I'm just asking that. That's just personal curiosity. I'm not asking that as a reporter, okay? I'm not trying to break any rules. I am completely clear on the whole do not ask any questions thing. I got the memo.
what memo?
The figurative memo, the message about not asking any probing questions. You look like you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I think I have no idea what you're talking about.
The rules clearly laid out for me about this interview, that it's actually not an interview, and I'm not here as a reporter. I'm just here because my boss, the head of our news division, is pals with Arthur Vance.
Oh.
They go golfing together. Is that what it is, golfing? Oh, sorry, that was totally a question. That's just me. Even when I'm not being a reporter, I sound like a reporter. The way you probably sound like a politician, even when you're not being a politician.
Well,
Actually, you don't sound much like a politician.
Are you saying someone told you you couldn't ask any questions?
Oh, look, you don't have to pretend. I'm sorry I even mentioned it. Was I not supposed to mention it?
No.
Okay, I don't exactly know the etiquette.
No, I meant you weren't
Okay,
not
I'm
supposed to.
just telling you. I don't even know why I'm telling you. I am not a fan of people in the news business being pals with the people that we're supposed to cover. And this arrangement where you do us a favor by offering us an exclusive interview with the governor, and then we do you a favor by promising the reporter won't ask any tough questions, How does it feel, sort of stuff, since apparently the new governor is not very bright? Oh, is that true, by the way? Is Ned Newley not bright?
No.
Oh, shit, he did it again. Honestly, it's involuntary. It just comes out. But I really don't want to get fired today, so no more questions. 8 years covering politics in this state. This is my first time setting foot in the governor's office, but I will just sit here and smile pretty for the camera. Right, AC? AC doesn't talk very much. Unlike me, who just go, sorry.
No, I'm sorry to have heard all that.
Oh, look. You pretending to be innocent and sympathetic isn't really... Wait, you are pretending, aren't you?
I don't think I'm pretending.
Are you telling me you weren't told about this arrangement? You didn't know that this wasn't a real interview? Arthur Vance didn't share that fact with the governor's chief of staff?
He did not.
Well, isn't this an awesome little scoop for me to put in the story that I'm not allowed to write? I will just file that under leads I can't pursue. Along with, why did Arthur Vance fly here from Boston to work for a new governor that nobody's heard of? And why is he claiming Ned Newley's not very smart when he's been our state treasurer for... Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Like you're intrigued by what I'm saying. I mean, shouldn't you be denying and deflecting and interrupting me with pre-rehearsed sound bites? Are you sure you work in politics?
I do, but I'm not sure I'm very good at it.
It's not that we haven't met before, but I've never covered anyone you work for.
Well, I've never worked for anybody who's won an election before.
Damn it. I could be a reporter, which I can't. I have a feeling you and I could have a very interesting conversation, you know, off the record.
That sounds nice. Oh, the intercom. This is actually a historic occasion. Hello?
Hi there, hi.
Hello, Ms. Peaks. I see you figured out how to use the intercom.
I figured out how to use the intercom.
I was just going to say that.
Can you hear me?
She can't hear me.
I can't hear you.
She's holding down the talk button.
Should I not be holding down the talk button?
I'm going to go now, Ms. Peaks. I have no idea why I just said that. She can't hear me.
Is being an idiot kind of a theme around here?
Dave. Oh, just 1 second.
Are they supposed to leave people all alone in the governor's office?
God, I didn't even know you were in the room.
No one ever does. Should we steal some shit?
No.
As a memento from the time when the governor was still standing?
Are you anticipating a time when it won't still be standing?
With these folks, I think give it a week.
Miss Parsons?
Mr. Vance, call me Rachel.
How's your boss at Channel 3?
Same as he ever was.
Speaks very highly of you, Rachel.
Oh, well, then I guess I'll have to live up to that.
Are we good to go in here?
Are we all set, AC?
Mm-hmm.
That was a yes.
All right then. Allow me to introduce Governor Ned Newley.
Hey guys, what's up? What's going on in here?
Governor, this is Rachel Parsons.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
Governor! Oh, nice to meet you.
Oh, hey. Just lucky to be here. How did this all happen, you know?
Okay, let's save a little something for the interview, Governor.
Good thinking. Good common sense thinking.
You're gonna be great, Ned.
Not great, Dave. Just average.
Okay.
Governor, this is AC. He's going to be setting up your mic.
We're gonna have you sit right here, sir.
I'm not a sir, AC. I'll get the guy.
Arthur, did you tell your friend at Channel 3 that his reporter couldn't ask Ned any tough questions? I mean, if I did, would you be unhappy about that?
Okay, folks, they're coming back from a commercial in 40 seconds. The anchor in the studio will give a lead in to Rachel, and then we're on the air.
The governor is about to go on live television. There's a lot of things to be worried about right now, Dave. Him not having to answer tough questions ain't one of them.
30 seconds.
Well, what kinds of things should I be worried about?
The unknown, Dave. The unexpected.
That sounds terrifying.
Exactly.
20 seconds.
Well, what kinds of unknowns should I be worried about? I mean, what? Oh God, no!
15 seconds.
Stay out of the shot! Stay out of the shot! Hello?
Hi there, hi.
Can you hear me?
It's Louise Peak.
Yes, I know your name.
10 seconds till we're live.
Miss Peaks, we can't be talking on the intercom right now.
I can hear you.
Did you hear what I just said?
We can't be talking on the intercom right now.
Great, I'm gonna hang up.
Okay, I'll just come in a minute.
No!
We're live in 5.
Stay out of the shot!
4,
Stay out of the shot!
3.
Got it!
Thank you, Charlie.
Hi there, hi.
And we are live here from the historic office of the governor.
Oh my goodness!
What is she doing? And I am happy to be sitting here sitting in the governor's office with the sitting governor. The governor is sitting here with me in his office. Let me start by thanking you, Governor, for inviting us here today.
Oh, hey, listen, I'm just a average guy here doing my job, working.
Right. And of course, this is a new job for you.
Oh yeah, imagine that, regular guy like me, being the governor.
So why don't you tell us what it's like on your first day on the job?
Oh, well, today was,
I can answer that one, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's my first day on the job, too. Yeah, I just started this morning. My name's Louise Peaks, and you are?
Rachel.
Rachel. Nice to meet you, Rachel.
just a guy, moving over on the couch.
I'm sorry, I wasn't quite clear. You said you were...
Louise. But my friends, they're watching me at home. My friends call me Lulu.
No, I meant your job.
Oh, I'm the assistant governor.
Assistant governor?
Is that what it is? Yeah, the people in the cafeteria told me that everyone who used to work in this office had to quit because the other governor had sex with a woman. No. But Ned didn't have to quit because he has not had sex with a woman.
Well, that's not exactly true, although it has been a while.
Oh my!
I'm sorry, Governor, I didn't quite catch
I
that.
can't believe I said that on live television.
God!
Is that exactly?
Oh God, this is all going to hell.
Okay, let's turn it over to Miss Peaks.
Hi there, Louise Peaks.
Yes. Have you worked for Governor Newley before?
Oh, no, I have no experience in government.
Wait, I have cards.
Oh,
You
Arthur!
have, what, Governor?
Arthur, we've got to stop this!
But
No,
no.
wait a minute.
I like working here. I like working for the government.
It needs fixing.
What needs fixing? Government? Are you saying government needs fixing?
Well, you know what? It probably does, which is why it's probably a good idea to have somebody here who's never done this before.
Arthur!
Don't stop this. Don't you dare stop
You know,
this.
somebody who just showed up.
We have to find an outsider.
Exactly. And sometimes I think we all feel like outsiders, don't we? Don't we?
Just an average guy.
And you are, and you're doing great, really you are. And okay, it's his first day on the job, and he doesn't know what he's doing. And it's my first day, and I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, how hard can it be?
Running the government?
It just takes common sense.
Exactly, that's what I say. We just work on it until we figure it out.
Okay, Miss Peaks, what did you say your job title was?
Assistant governor. Maybe it's just right under the governor.
But do you mean lieutenant governor?
That's it!
Is that right? Is Miss Peaks your nominee for lieutenant governor?
We have to find an outsider.
Oh my God!
All right, I am happy to report we have just made some news here today as we introduce Governor Newley's nominee for Lieutenant Governor, Lulu Peaks. Any final thoughts, Governor?
It needs fixing.
And we're here to fix it!
And back to you, Charlie.
up and move in again.
What?
The last 3 times I came in here, you were lying on the floor in the fetal position.
Yeah, I think I just needed some time to process and grieve. But I realized that if we're going to fix this, well, we got to get on it quick. So I've been writing out some options.
Options for?
Well, for a retraction, of course, we have to let the public know that despite what they saw on television today, that woman that interrupted the television interview, that she's not Ned's nominee for lieutenant governor. That instead, she was a temp who was hired to answer the phones, which, although we don't need to mention this, never actually managed to do so.
Have you been drinking a lot of coffee, Dave?
No coffee. This is just what happens, the natural energy I get when my world is collapsing around me. So, retractions. There are several tacks we can take on the governor's statement. There is, I misunderstood the question. That makes you kind of sound stupid, but you'll like that. There's, you misconstrued my words. Well, that sounds completely illogical, but I'm proud of that one. Then there's, the announcement was premature, where Ms. Peaks is one of several candidates who are being considered, the rest who can do the job. And then there's, no, I didn't say lieutenant governor, I said, but I haven't gotten that far with that one because I can't think of anything else that rhymes with lieutenant governor.
So, you're saying she shouldn't be lieutenant governor?
Yes! What? Or you can shoot me? What are you asking? Are you seriously? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Miss Peaks. Lulu. Sorry, calling her Lulu now.
Who's calling her Lulu?
The administration.
The administration has a position on her name? Oh, why would we? What is that even? Why are you so calm?
Are you sure you haven't been drinking coffee?
The governor, whose success is my sole responsibility, just went on TV an hour ago and announced someone for a position that's completely incompetent. Are you kidding? She's completely incompetent for any job I can think of.
Well, I don't know. I think she definitely has a career in television.
You're doing it. Just like this morning. You're doing it again.
What?
Oh, you're sitting there in the middle of this disaster and you're enjoying it.
I'm not enjoying it. I'm kind of enjoying it. I mean, come on. You gotta admit that Lulu, she's something else. The way she stepped in front of those cameras, the way she just turned on, the way the words just flowed out of her mouth effortlessly, completely effortless. I mean, completely meaningless. But
what? But nothing. It was completely meaningless. She was making as much sense as your index cards.
which is impressive because she hadn't even seen the cards.
Oh my God, you're acting like she's some politician that you've trained to go on TV and that's it. You think that she's the leader, the politician you've been waiting for. The leader that's just like us. An hour ago, you thought Ned was that person. You thought you could train Ned to be clueless. Now you found somebody who's actually clueless.
Dave, don't misunderstand. I'm not giving up on Ned.
Oh, you're unbelievable.
What happened here today? That was something else. Not just her, the two of them together. I mean, think about it. If the public is looking for leaders who are absolutely, totally unprepared for elective office, we just found our dream team.
Arthur! Oh, Dave.
What?
You got up.
Oh.
Because the last time we came in, you were lying
Yeah.
on the floor in the fetal position.
I think we covered that.
Arthur, these numbers
Yeah?
from the focus groups,
They're good?
crazy good. They are
Amazing?
beyond amazing. They're life-altering.
Yeah?
Yes.
What are you guys talking about? What are we talking about? Are these reactions from the interview?
Yes. Now remember, these are just voters in this state. But we're going to have to do some national polling immediately because I have never seen numbers like these. I would describe this person as someone who's just like me, 78%. As someone who's telling me the truth, 84%. As someone who is real, 91%. 91%! That is the most real any person has ever been in any poll ever taken.
Oh my God! Are these the reactions from the interview that just happened?
Yeah.
These are the people's reactions to the governor?
Oh, no.
No.
No. These are the numbers for Louise.
Lulu.
Right.
We're calling her Lulu now.
What?
Well,
She suggested let's keep the focus groups a little longer.
To get their reactions to Lulu.
Isn't that brilliant?
And these people identified with her in ways I've never seen before. When asked if they could imagine inviting Lulu to their home for dinner, 36% said they could swear she'd already been there. It was like they were watching themselves on TV. They loved her.
Well, Dave, I think you're right. I just found the politician I've been waiting for.
Oh, this can't be happening. This is a nightmare. Tell me this is a nightmare.
A nightmare? Dave, you poor, sad, confused man. This is a dream come true. What have you been fighting for since you got up this morning? The chance for Ned Newley to keep his job. Well, guess what? Your wish is granted, thanks to the political power of Lulu Peets. Now, nobody's going to ever think of throwing him out of office. I mean, here's the plan. We get the two of them back on television ASAP, and we make it clear he's endorsing her on the race for the new lieutenant governor.
My God.
In fact, launch your campaign right here.
Her campaign?
Yes. God bless your state constitution. You guys hold an election just to replace the lieutenant governor. We're getting to run for office.
Who's we?
Oh, sorry, you missed that. Lulu hired me as her campaign manager. Paige is doing polling. I called it a few folks from DC.
When did this happen?
When you were lying on the floor.
In the fetal position.
So, she announces her candidacy right here, and then she's off on a campaign tour of the state.
With the governor by her side every step of the way.
Yes, every photo she's in, Ned's right there, next to her.
Or behind her. Maybe in the background, a little out of focus.
I like it, but the message is,
They're
at
a
sea!
team.
A match made in heaven.
Newly and Lulu.
Newly and Lulu. And I promise you, Dave, no one will ever mention that special election again. Ned's popularity will be through the roof.
He'll be untouchable.
Stop.
And the best part is, he never has to speak a word, just let Lulu do the talking.
She'll be the voice of the administration.
And the face.
The voice and the face.
What will Ned be?
Ned will be working behind the scenes the way he likes it.
My God, it's perfect.
It kinda is, Dave.
Yeah. Except, no! This can't happen. Come on. We have a responsibility to the people.
To what people?
To the people. To the public. We have a responsibility.
Oh, do we?
Yes. we have a responsibility to the voters. The lieutenant governor is the person that takes over if something happens to the governor. And, you know, you showed up here this morning with this crazy idea, and you're going to convince people that Ned doesn't know how to do his job. Because people want somebody that doesn't know how to do his job. And he'll keep his job, which he'll be great at, by the way, which, you know, as long as people don't know that he knows what he's doing. You know, I must have gotten all that out because it made no sense to me. But this idea of electing Lulu, that's something completely different.
Well, yes. This time, it doesn't involve lying. This time when we say she doesn't know how to do her job, she actually doesn't know how to do her job.
Exactly. And that's what we can't do. We can't purposely put someone like that in office.
We're not putting her in office. It's an election. It's not up to us. It's up to the people.
But we're the ones telling the people to vote for her.
Because we think they'll want to vote for her.
And if they vote for her, they'll elect her.
And if they elect her, they'll get exactly what they want.
But that's not what they should want. We know that they should not be voting for her.
Oh, we know that, do we?
Yeah, yes. Don't tell me you think that Lulu Peets should honestly be lieutenant governor.
No, wait. We know better than the people who the people should be voting for. I don't want to alarm you, Dave, but I think you just made an argument against democracy.
I don't think that's...
No, I think it is. You want me not to run someone for office because you're afraid people will like her and actually vote for her. You don't trust the people to act in their own self-interest. You're telling me that I have a responsibility to only put certain candidates in front of the voters in case the voters don't know any better and actually pick the person who speaks to them instead of the person you decided they would pick. It's an election, Dave, and I say this in every campaign. If you don't like my candidate, then you go find someone else. And I put my guy out there and you put your guy out there, but when election day arrives, it's not up to us. It's up to the people. We let the people decide. Lulu Peets is running for lieutenant governor day after tomorrow, live on Channel 3, and if you take my advice, Ned will be sitting right there next to her when she does. But If you got a better plan to keep Ned from being thrown out of office, then go with that, Dave. Let me know. Paige and I are gonna go buy some balloons. We got an election to win.
Are they gone?
Ned,
Hey, is there a back exit?
What?
A secret passageway? We can sneak out the balcony. Let's jump off the balcony, Dave.
Ned,
I can't go on with this. I don't even know what I've done. All I wanted to do was to keep my job, to be allowed to do my job. So God, I signed a pact with the devil.
yeah.
I signed the devil's book, Dave. I followed his instructions. I went on television, pretended I was an extra on Hee Haw. I told the world I was a brainless, vacant man. We had no idea how to be governor. And they believed me. Did Paige show you the results from my focus groups?
No.
The public is convinced, Dave. They're absolutely convinced I'm an idiot. And they're okay with that. And they're okay with Lulu, who knows nothing about government. They're okay with two people who know nothing about government running the government. And I did that. And what's even worse, Paige told me that people like Lulu more than they like me. They thought she was as ignorant as I was, but that she had more enthusiasm. People thought I was stupid, but that I didn't really like it. Where do we go from here, Dave? And now they want me to campaign for her.
I know.
Actually get her elected as lieutenant governor. Which means if I ever die, she becomes governor. Which means I can never die.
I don't think that's what that means, Ned.
I want to die, Dave.
You don't want to die.
I want to at least have the option. My God, why the hell did we ever get involved in politics?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why did you get into politics?
Because I believe that government, when it worked right, could do something good.
That. Wait. That. Why don't you say that? Exactly that. Why don't you just say that on television? Oh, that's it. We'll tell Arthur Vance to launch Lulu's campaign right here from your office. And then we'll tell him to bring the television cameras in here. And then you look right in that television camera and you tell him why you want to be governor. You tell him the governor you want to be. Tell him the things you want to do as governor.
You want me to talk?
Yes.
On television?
Yes.
Because that hasn't gone well so far.
Oh, just be yourself.
I can't.
Man, in Larry Clark's first budget, what did you propose for infrastructure spending?
$149 million, which was an increase of 17.3%. But I more than enough for the deficit by eliminating the program for,
Like that.
You want me to talk like that on TV?
Yes.
And you think people will find it interesting?
That's not the question, Ned. It's not about you going on TV and acting some way that you think people want you to be. It's about you going on TV and you being you. And then you let the people decide if that's what they want. I mean, Arthur Vance, he said, you put your guy out there, I'll put my guy out there. You know what? I think he's right. I think you should go on TV and talk like you. And Lulu, she can go on TV and talk like Lulu. And we'll let the people decide. Yeah, they may not like you. They may vote you out, but at least then, yeah, they'll know who they're voting for.
So I tell people who I am
Yes.
by talking about infrastructure spending
Well,
in the middle of Lulu's campaign launch?
okay, it's not a perfect plan.
No, but it is a plan. You've got 2 days. You'll find a way to make it work.
I will?
You never let me down, Dave. Hey, stop me from jumping off the balcony today.
The little things.
So you figure out how to get me to talk on TV, and I'll get to work on rewriting the budget.
Ned, what's with the box?
Oh, in case I never came back, I just wanted to keep a few things, from the office, for sentimental reasons. My supplemental appropriation proposals.
Oh.
That was special. I fixed the Social Security.
Oh, definitely.
transparency plan.
Ned,
Yes.
can I borrow that box?
What do you think? What do you think?
About,
The room, Paige. Look at the room.
yeah, sorry, I saw it.
I mean, doesn't it get you excited? Don't you feel a rush? I mean, the launch of a campaign. What's better than this? Did you talk to Lulu? Did you see her?
Yeah, we were going over a few things.
She's like giddy today. She's not nervous at all.
No,
She's not even aware there's anything to be nervous about.
yeah, she's not aware of a lot of things.
That's refreshing, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's a little,
What?
don't you
What?
think it's, I mean, she just seems incapable of grasping basic concepts.
Like what?
The 3 branches of government,
Well, that's a little complicated.
the idea of government,
That's even more complicated.
the idea of branches,
Paige, believe me, Lulu knows everything that she needs to know.
which is what?
And
What does she know?
She knows how to be Lulu. That's all she needs. That's what the people respond to. I tell you, I've been working with her, what, a day and a half? And I've never seen such raw talent. I mean, her facility with language, not the English language, maybe, but the political language is amazing. I mean, those index cards we use with them, she doesn't need them. There is not a carefully calibrated, poll-tested phrase in the world that can compete with whatever words come tumbling out of her mouth.
But that's just show, Arthur.
Show.
Just artifice.
No, it's real, and that's the magic of it. I mean, the things she says, even when you know they make no sense, when she says them, you believe them. Miss Peace, the only thing I can't figure out, I mean, the truly crazy part, is that no one ever realized this before. The woman's a born politician.
Hi there. Hi, Miss Peace.
She's a natural.
Well, oh my goodness.
Welcome to the official launch of your campaign.
Look at all this. It's unbelievable. Oh, boy, balloons. Can I take one of these?
Of course.
Oh, wow. This is all new to me. I didn't know anything about politics before. Arthur said it's like working in sales.
It is.
It's like the sales department of government. You know, except that when you're a salesman, you have to remember a lot of people's names. But when you're a politician, you can stand in front of a whole crowd of people and just say, my friends, and they'll think you're talking to them. I love to call everybody my friends, or my mellow Americans.
Fellow Americans.
Fellow Americans, though I like mellow.
Okay.
Oh, and I love the color system.
The color system?
Yes. Like I said, Lulu doesn't need me writing down phrases for her to memorize. She comes up with the language all on her own. So, all I've done is define 5 different categories, different types of phrases, and assign each category a color. I mean, for instance, yellow.
Oh, tomorrow is a brand new day.
That's right. Thank you, Lulu. If I hold up the yellow card,
We can do this, no problem.
sorry, I should explain first. The color yellow represents something sunny or positive. So, when I hold up the yellow card,
There's no stopping us now.
Lulu will say something optimistic. You're doing great, Lulu.
Thanks, I like the yellow card.
But if I hold up the purple card,
Oh, this is a very difficult time for all of us.
she'll say something dark and foreboding. Now, if I hold up the green card, or blue card, let's try that.
Gosh, I love this country.
She'll say something patriotic, and if I hold up the green card,
Oh, that sounds expensive.
She'll say something money related. Now, the amazing part is when we put all these things together. I mean, like pretend we're doing an interview. Paige, I want you to be the reporter, and I want you to ask her any questions you can think of, all right? No softballs, okay? I want you to see what this lady can do.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss Peaks,
Uh-huh.
I wanted to ask you a question.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Well, you look great.
Well, thanks. I wanted to ask you,
Uh-huh.
well, Governor Newley has expressed some concern about a shortfall in funding for public education in our state.
Oh, okay.
Could you tell us how you, as Lieutenant Governor, would aim to solve a gap like that in the budget?
Well, thanks for asking, and I'll tell you. Things are looking pretty grim right now. Sometimes I don't even have enough money for lunch. But the future looks brighter than ever. Because this is America.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
What did I tell you?
Isn't that fun? Wow, if I knew that being a politician was just saying whatever popped into your head, I would have gotten into it a long time ago. Red card.
Hello, folks. Oh, Governor, Dave.
Louise Peaks.
Yes, nice to meet you. Every time. We don't mean to interrupt.
Not at all.
No, we're just practicing the color system.
Colors.
Yeah, you see these cards?
I'm not a massage therapist.
What?
Wait, is that because I held up the red
Oh, I'm
card?
not a potato farmer.
What?
That's right. When you hold up the red card, Lulu will give you a disclaimer like,
I'm not a scientist.
this is helpful if you want her to avoid any question by explaining that she's not qualified to answer.
And it's the easiest thing ever. All I have to do is say things that I'm not.
Uh-huh.
And the things that I'm not, that's a lot of things.
Yeah. I don't mean to interrupt, but Rachel Parsons is here a little early.
No problem. We'll go back to the conference room till you're ready for us. Lulu, Governor,
Oh, I need to talk to Dave for a minute.
I think there are a lot more things that I'm not than things that I am.
Just to review before the interview with Rachel.
Just be yourself.
Just be myself.
And it's just a conversation. If she asks you a question,
I can answer. I can do that.
you're gonna be great.
I'm going to be great. Just keep myself. It's just a conversation. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be great. Miss Parsons.
Hey, Riley.
Welcome back.
Thanks. You remember AC?
Good to see you again, AC.
Boy, you two are going to be friends soon, I can tell.
Yeah.
So, Dave Riley, politician who's not good at politics.
That's me.
The guy who doesn't seem to mind my asking him questions.
Right.
In fact, something tells me you're hoping I'll ask questions today.
Oh?
About Lou Peaks, about the governor, about a box of documents I found sitting on my desk 2 days ago. So you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I'm sorry. Did you say something about a box?
Yeah, we play poker sometime. How did you not know I would know that was you? I mean, who else has access to that Newley's files? You're the only person who works for the guy. I swear, I talk to politicians every day, begging them to drop the veneer and just be straight with me for once in your lives. But you? It's like I want to teach you how to lie.
Do you really play poker?
Yes? Why did you ask me that?
I honestly don't know. So, did you look in the box?
We're not talking about the box, Dave. You don't get to drop off anonymously a box of documents and then quiz me on my reaction to them. And you don't get to steer me towards certain questions you want me to ask the governor. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
last time I was here, I let Arthur Vance tell me what I couldn't ask. This time, maybe I'll ask whatever I want to ask.
Okay, that's good.
I'm not saying that's going to make your guy look good,
I know.
and you're okay with that. You're the one person in politics who wants reporters to ask damaging questions.
I thought that would be something you like about me.
Who said I don't like it?
Well, you sound kind of angry.
Well, you sound kind of nuts.
Well, and that's another thing you don't like about me?
No, that's another thing I do like about you.
So, why is it you yell at me every time there's something you like about me, Tom?
You're an idealist, Dave. You want me to be the kind of reporter that you want me to be the kind of reporter that I want me to be. But if I define my boss and ask the governor and Lulu Peaks what I want to ask them, or what I should ask them, I will lose my job. Or worse, end up hosting the morning show, interviewing reality TV stars and celebrity chefs. Hey, do you want that to happen?
No.
Well, neither do I, so I'm not gonna, I can't just, damn it, AC, how long until we're on the air?
7 minutes.
I gotta do some thinking.
Right.
Why did you ask me if I played poker?
I honestly don't know.
All right. How many other reporters did you leak those papers to?
You're the only one.
Okay, all right. Well, first of all, thank you. And second, you're supposed to say what papers?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, you are the worst liar ever.
And that's something else you like about me?
Yes.
Oh, I did, you mean that, AC,
I'm sorry, you need to get your mic.
yeah, page 20, you know, AC, mic.
Okay, AC will get your mic up. I'll go tell Arthur that we're almost ready.
I'm just gonna put the mic in my phone and jacket.
Yeah, that's the one I wasn't wearing there.
Oh, that's fine. This time we might have to go and talk about it.
You two are gonna be just fine.
You know, I'm not even sure I need this mic. I mean, even when there's not a camera in the room, I'm not really great at talking, which is probably something you and I haven't done. But you know, you see people talk on camera every day. You probably think it's ridiculous of me to be nervous about being on TV.
Well,
What? What does that mean?
I'm just saying.
What? That I should be nervous?
Well,
What does that mean?
I'm just saying.
No, you're not. You're not saying anything.
Last time we went on TV,
Yeah, you look like an ass.
well, yeah. But, you know, to be fair, most people who go on TV make asses of themselves anyway.
Do they?
Yeah. God, yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure this is helping.
Especially politicians.
It's definitely not helping. Yeah.
Well, you know, most politicians are asses to begin with. See, this is why I don't talk to people.
No, I wouldn't disagree with that. There are an awful lot of idiots in politics, although I don't know why that is.
Because no sane, intelligent person would want to work in government.
Why would you say that?
Forget it.
No, tell me. Why would no intelligent person want to work in government?
Because what is government? I mean, what does it do, right? I mean, I suppose it has to exist, and it always will, but, you know, what good, honest purpose does it serve? I mean, it has nothing to do with real life. It has nothing to do with my life. You know, I pay my taxes. I bitch about it, but I pay. And all that money gets spent on whatever it is that politicians spend money on. We're not trashing other politicians on TV or looking into my camera and lying every time they open their mouths. Now, why do I have to pay attention to that? Now, life's crowded enough as it is. I've got a brother who's out of work and he's help paying his rent. I've got a friend who's been in and out of the hospital. My wife and I just want to make it to the weekend so we can spend time with our two boys, which is awesome and amazing. And, you know, and that's real life. Government's just over there making noise. I mean, if you listen to it, why listen to it?
I'm sorry about your friend in the hospital.
Thanks. I don't know why I brought her up.
You know, good life, like you said.
Yeah.
What kind of work was your brother in?
He was teaching high school. Got laid off for everything.
Is that a publicist?
You gonna get him a job, Governor?
I was honestly just wondering.
I don't know why I told you all that.
I asked you a question, you answered it. It's like David keeps telling me about this interview with Rachel. It's just a conversation.
You know he's just lying to make you feel better, right? I'm gonna stop talking altogether.
How close are the AC?
A minute and 40 seconds out.
Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Lulu, we'll be right over here, okay?
Okay, that's good.
Ned, are you all set?
I don't know.
You're gonna do great.
It's going to be great. Okay.
Just be yourself.
Just be myself.
30 seconds.
Rachel?
You're wondering if I made a decision yet.
Yes, I did.
You don't get to ask me that.
I figured I didn't get to ask you that.
Could be that I haven't made a decision,
Right.
but you shouldn't know that either.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't feel like I know anything at all.
20 seconds.
Dave.
Oh, right. Stay out of the shot. Stay out of the shot.
Are you using the color system too?
No.
Oh, I've been practicing so much that every time the thought enters my brain, I see a color.
15 seconds.
What color are you seeing now?
Oh, there aren't any thoughts in my brain right now.
We're alive in 5, 4, 3.
Thank you, Charlie. I am Rachel Parsons, reporting to you live from the governor's office, where I once again have the privilege of sitting with the state's new governor, Ned Neely. How are you doing, sir?
I'm going to do great. I
I think you are.
Just being myself. Just being myself.
Oh, good.
Okay, well, maybe we'll come back to the governor a little later.
Or maybe we won't.
Or maybe we will.
Help us out.
But first, let's turn it over to Miss Lulu Pease.
Hi there.
Who is the nominee for lieutenant governor,
Oh, yeah, look at that, I am.
and who is officially launching her campaign today.
Isn't it exciting?
Yes, well, it's certainly impressive how the governor's office has been decorated here for this special occasion, including, AC, if you can get this in a shot, a large poster declaring Lulu, she's just like us. Referring to perhaps the fact that you have never been involved in government before.
I sure haven't.
So could you tell us why you decided to get involved now?
Well, I'll tell you. This is a rough time. People are having it tough. Folks are hurting. They're down in the dumps. It's a sad day. But I've got a happy feeling about this. Something great is just around the corner. People of this country, they're the best. And that's why I believe in America.
Okay. Let me try to pin you down on a few specifics. Could you give us maybe one or two things you hope to accomplish as lieutenant governor?
The skies are filled with dark clouds. I think it might rain soon. I'm not a meteorologist, but I know the sun is going to shine. Anything is possible. You could win the lottery. This is the land of freedom, and I'm proud to call it home.
Okay, well, thank you, Miss Peace, for those words. Okay, I cannot believe what I just heard. I'm sorry, there is a voice from the studio reminding me to ask you about your first campaign rally to be held this Saturday. Is that right?
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm being corrected. I wasn't supposed to ask you about the campaign rally. I was just supposed to announce it because apparently I am now working for the campaign.
What does she do?
Now a different voice in my ear is telling me to stop editorializing and just do what I'm being paid to do. Thanks, boss.
You should listen to that voice, Miss Parsons.
But I'm thinking, what am I being paid to do? And how many chances will I get to interview a governor?
Oh, this will be her last chance.
My thought exactly. So why not go for broke and act like the journalist? on my last day as a journalist. Governor Newly, Channel 3 News received an interesting package 2 days ago. A box containing documents pertaining to the running of the state government.
Oh,
In that box, along with a lot of official papers, were quite a few handwritten notes and memos from you to Governor Clark and other government officials.
okay. Okay.
I'd like you to take a look at some of these memos if you would.
Come on, Ed.
This is the memo that you wrote last year during budget negotiations.
Oh, about the budget? Oh, this is compelling stuff.
These are your words, Governor. Would you read that for us?
Regarding the pending interstate commerce legislation, it's my calculation if we increase subsidies at the rate proposed, we'll see a significant budget deficit by year 3, if not sooner.
And you wrote that, correct?
Yes.
And you recognize these memos also from you about the cost of tuition at state universities and addressing the concerns of National Guardsmen and measuring the quality of our drinking water. These were all written by you, Governor?
Yes, these are mine.
Great. Now, looking ahead to 2 days ago, this is a statement put out by Arthur Vance, a political consultant who I believe works in your office.
Oh, Arthur, yeah, he's the one holding my cards.
This is something Mr. Vance wrote to describe you, Governor.
Yes.
Would you read that for us?
Sure. Most of us view government as something we'll never fully understand. Ned Newley is one of those people, a governor who's just like us.
So, a statement put out by your office describing you as someone who doesn't understand government. Mr. Newley, would you say that is an honest description of the man who wrote all these memos that I just showed you?
Most of us view government as something we'll never fully understand. I'm sorry, I don't mean to ignore your question, Rachel, but I'm just thinking, that's what you were saying earlier, AC, isn't it?
Governor.
AC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, AC was talking to me earlier about how most people don't know what government is or what it does.
Okay, wait. Did you just say AC was talking to you?
Yes, and I'm realizing now, that's really the key, isn't it? That you don't know what it does. But I do. I know what government does. I know everything it does. I know the budget of every department. I know how much we spent plowing the highways last winter, what we're projecting to spend next winter.
He's being Ned.
I know how much snow NOAA, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, is predicting we'll get during ski season this year. 94 inches at Pine Lake, 88 at Copper Ridge. But,
Okay.
but you don't know that, do you, Rachel? I mean, you're not supposed to know that. I mean, your job is to operate that camera. I bet you can take it apart and put it back together again.
He could, actually.
But you don't know how to plan the logistics of plowing 1,600 miles of roads, do you? Do you?
No.
No, and 99% of the rest of the people in this state don't want to do that. So the problem is, if the voters who know nothing about plowing elect people who are just like them, what do we do when it snows?
So, are you saying we shouldn't be electing leaders that are just like us?
That's right, we should. I mean, I should, but Louise,
Hey there, how you doing?
I'm all right, actually.
I think you're doing great.
Louise, do you vote?
Oh no, I'm not a voter. Oh, that's another thing, I'm not.
Oh, God.
NAC, you don't vote either, do you? No. You know, and I can't blame you. If you just think government is the place to send your taxes to every April, then who cares who runs it? But that's not what government is, which I should have told you earlier.
Can I ask what it is?
Government?
Oh, I was just gonna ask the same thing.
Well, government in this country anyway, government is just a word we use to describe the things that all of us collectively have decided to do together, the things that none of us can do individually. The people in the state were very independent, you know.
Oh, I'm not. Red card!
Yes, but reality, most Americans in this country take pride in saying that I can take care of myself just fine, and we can. But what we can't do is build a road that can get us from Bristol to Burlington, right? And to make sure that road is paved and well lit. That's not something any one individual can do, but we can collectively decide to do that. We can build the road and install the pavers and install the lighting and pay for all of it, so that I can drive out to see my sister in Columbus and an ambulance can take someone to the hospital. And if a family owns a lumber company in Milford Falls, they can hold that lumber anywhere in the state or anywhere in the country. Doing things together that we can't do on our own to benefit all of us. That's government. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. My brother, the one who got let off, he taught at public school. There were cutbacks and they didn't have enough money for all the teachers.
I can probably restore that funding in the next budget if I'm still the governor.
Well, I hope you are.
Okay, that's the most I've ever heard, AC talk.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rachel. I didn't mean to interrupt. I probably let Louise say anything.
Oh, that's okay. I'm having fun just listening and learning, or watching other people learn things.
You know, you should ask her questions. She's really very good at this.
Oh,
Okay, we've just heard Governor Newley's thoughts about the kinds of leaders that we should be electing. Could you give the voters a reason to vote for you?
I'll tell you. I love America. I love the mountains out that window. I love the oceans and the beaches. I love how big this country is. There are so many people in it. But I also love the places where there are no people. I love the flag. I love the 4th of July. I love the marching bands and the fireworks. I'm not Ned. I'm not you, Rachel. I'm not a country western singer. I'm not a gynecologist. But I believe in America, and I look forward to tomorrow.
How long does this usually take?
Maybe five more minutes. You know, with a lot of focus groups, there's a lot of discussion and questions. But these are just basic questions. I mean, they're basic. You know, I'm pretty sure Paige has the responses by now. She's just, at this point, she's just compiling the data, okay?
Why don't we just go back to the conference room and ask her?
No. You never rush a pollster, okay? Rushing a pollster, it's like rushing a master chef. If you walk into that kitchen at the very moment that the chef, that chef, okay, I have no idea where I'm going with this analogy.
You're nervous. Arthur, I didn't think Arthur Vance got nervous.
Well, your guy did a number on me in that interview, Dave. He was comfortable. He was articulate. He made sense. He talked to the cameraman. He was looking directly into the camera. I mean, so when he was looking at the camera, he asked, "What do you think government is?" And everybody at home said, "I don't know, Governor." And then he told them. That was just genius.
Do you think the numbers are going to be good for him?
I don't know what to think. You know, I thought Lulu started off strong, then she got a little lost. I mean, but her thing at the end, oh, that was poetry. But the thing is, if you listen to him and you listen to her, I think you'd have to choose one or the other. I mean, it was like a debate.
You know, you said put your guy out there, and I'll put my guy out there, and let the voters decide.
Well, gee, Dave, I didn't know you were gonna start listening to me.
Are the numbers in yet?
No.
Oh God, this is unbearable. I never imagined my fate would lie in the hands of people who watch television at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's like waiting for a jury to come back with a verdict.
Yeah, guilty of murder.
Well, no, it wouldn't be not guilty of murder. It would.
Not guilty of loitering.
Well, not that. Okay, would it be guilty of murder or not guilty of?
Not guilty of murder, but guilty of the loitering.
Wow, it's a terrible day for metaphors.
Hey there! How's it going? How's everybody doing?
We're all a little on edge.
Why, you guys? You did great. Didn't anybody tell you?
What do you mean? What have you heard? Did you talk to Paige?
I talked to everybody in the building. I talked to the people in the cafeteria, the people in security. They all watch it on TV. We're a hit. And then they loved you. They think you're the greatest. You're like, that's our governor. You got fans. And they all said you're a lot better than Gary Hart.
Gary Hart.
Larry Clark?
Oh, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And you know, they really liked all the things that I said at the end too. I think they were honestly moved by it.
Well, it was really something.
Wasn't it? I felt it. You felt it. The cafeteria workers, right? The security guards.
Yeah. The delivery guy from Subway.
The delivery guy?
He wanted my autograph. Oh, wait a minute. I'm paid with a credit card. Anybody want numbers?
How do we do? Are they good?
Oh, they're good.
They're good. Good for who?
For anybody who appeared on television today. They loved the governor. They loved Lulu. Honestly, I think that cameraman could run for office if he wanted to. We can forget all about that special election. The state is thrilled with our new governor. And the candidate for new lieutenant governor?
Oh, Lulu's not running for lieutenant governor anymore.
She's not?
Paige, these numbers at the end, these are national?
Yes, they are.
Wow, Miss Peaks, it looks like this is one very small state in a very big country, and your national numbers are telling me it's time to dream a little bigger.
Oh?
Set our sights a little high.
Okay.
It just so happens I got a call from Washington, D.C. It seems the president has an opening in his cabinet.
Uh-oh.
No, that's a good thing.
Oh, because I was thinking.
No.
Termites?
Oh, no. This is a job opening. He's looking for recommendations for a new Secretary of the Interior.
Secretary of the...
Interior. It's not like being a secretary here. You'd be managing a whole department.
Okay.
I think you'll like it. National Park Service, the Bureau of Land Management. I mean, remember what you said about loving the beaches and the oceans? We shared that video with a few dozen senators, and she's a shoo-in.
I could definitely be the Secretary of the Interior.
Interior.
Interior. But I thought you said it was about the outdoors.
Yes, the Department of the Interior manages the outdoors, which pretty much sums up Washington, D.C. Well, gentlemen, it's been a privilege and an education to see a man put himself out there as the capable guy, the knowledgeable guy, and still win the people's approval. Who knew that could actually work? Next time I meet a politician who understands the job he's running, that's never going to happen. But if it does, I'm giving him your number, Dave.
Thank you.
Lulu, Paige, I'll see you down in the lobby. You know, I'll tell you something. Everybody will be asking about this in D.C. How a man went from mumbling his way through the oath of office to perfectly explaining the purpose of government in just 3 days.
And I'm pretty sure you're going to tell everybody it was all your idea.
Well, gee, Dave, finally you and I had the exact same idea. I'll see you in the news.
Goodbye, Ned. Goodbye.
Dave.
Dave. Yeah. You know, I'm really going to miss working here because this is the longest job I've ever held on to.
Well, good luck, Lulu. It's a big world out there.
I know, and they're putting me in charge of all of it, all the outdoors.
Well,
Oh, yeah, all the mountains
I don't think...
and the prairies
Um,
and the oceans
Wipe with phone.
What's that?
I thought you were quoting the song.
What song?
God bless America.
Amen to that!
Lulu, good luck.
Oh, good luck to you.
Okay.
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 Whew.
Dave, I had no idea Arthur was planning on us making a quick exit.
I know.
I mean, I haven't even mentioned he kind of offered me a job. A kind of wherever he goes kind of thing.
That's amazing.
I mean, working with him, it's an incredible opportunity. And his kind of politics is my kind of politics.
It is.
Which isn't your kind of politics.
No, it isn't.
But what I want to tell you is, today, what you and Ned did today, well, that's the most exciting thing I've ever seen. And it meant something to these people. They felt something. They loved it. And so I wanted to ask you, could I come and work with you guys? Could I be a part of this?
Paige, you were the first person I hired. The second one I did just went off to conquer America. So, yes, I would love to have you.
Okay, great. I will go tell Arthur. Oh, by the way, Rachel Parsons asked me to give you this. She was hanging around in the hallway outside your office.
Oh.
Great job today, Chief. This is gonna be good.
Ms. Parsons?
Hey, Riley.
So are you in trouble with your boss?
Well, I was, but then he fired me.
What?
Yeah, Arthur Vance told me to. But then our station manager got wind of it, and so he fired my boss and gave me my job back. But then Arthur Vance gave my ex-boss a job at CNN, so television news is still a pillar of integrity.
Right.
Which, speaking of which, the first time that we met, I went on a little rant about people in the news business not being friendly with the people we're supposed to cover,
Right.
which would clearly include you and me.
Right.
You don't seem to be at all troubled by the suggestion that we shouldn't be friendly.
Well, I'm just trying to be agreeable.
Okay, this is one instance where you not being agreeable would be better.
All right, Miss Parsons. Screw your journalistic code of ethics. I like you, and I think you like me. And the thought of you sitting at a poker table just inexplicably turns me on. And I think we should go on a date.
Okay, that could never happen.
I knew you were going to say that.
And we never had this conversation.
I'll call you later.
You don't have my telephone number.
You left me your card.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, Ned.
I can't stop looking out these windows.
It is amazing.
Yeah, but before when I looked at them, all I was seeing were the mountains and the sky. But today, for the first time, I noticed the buildings and the city and the people. And up there in the mountains, when the lights come on, you realize there's people up there too. A lot of people in the state there. And I just went on television and told all of them, hey folks, we can accomplish whatever we want. We can do good things together. You stick with me, folks. We will do big things together. Okay. Kind of a big boast, isn't it?
The only boast you made was that you know what government is supposed to do, and you aspire to do it well. You get worried people are going to start to believe you?
Yeah, a little.
Well, they should, because I've only known you to work hard. So, first thing tomorrow morning, you're going to work on the budget.
Oh, I already finished it.
What?
Yeah, last night. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're a nut.
That's what I do.
So, did you find the money for the school kids?
Oh yeah, that was easy.
And did you take the money back from the accounts?
I have nothing against cows.
No.
Hey, you know that, projection about the Medicare problem?
Yeah,
You know that more and more doctors are leaving the program?
uh-huh,
Here, are you leaving?
yeah.
Yeah. They're doing something in Maryland with hospitals and physician groups that's really worth taking a look at.
That sounds interesting, we should check that out.